Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and give my review over Love Office and Real Housewives of Potomac. Love and Marriage, Huntsville. So this is the part 3. I don't know why I was thinking that it was going to be 4 parts. I really thought it was going to be 4 parts. And quiet as it's kept, if it was 4 parts, I wouldn't even care, because for me, these 3 parts really happened. I don't think it was one part of this reunion that was like a filler. You know how they do on Real Housewives, where it's like, girl, they really could make the reunion probably 90 minutes. And that's probably with commercials sometimes. There's always that one part where it's like a filler, episode. I think I've enjoyed every part of this reunion. So anyways, basically, the episode starts off where it left off. I mean, what it comes down to with, in my opinion, like I said in my last review, Marceau, he's not going to take advice from anyone. Definitely not anyone single. And I think that's a lot of married people. And he's not going to take advice from anyone who's been married less, a less amount of time than him and Tisha. He's not going to take advice from anyone who got a divorce. He's not going to take advice from Dr. Francis, and he was an expert, right? And he's been married, I think, longer than everybody on the show. Some of the couples even combined. His marriage probably still, he's been married long. I think Dr. Francis has been married for what? Did he say 30 years or 40 years? I don't know, child. But regardless of how long he's been married, he was an expert, and he didn't want to listen to him because he pretty much, thought like a woman. That's what Marceau said. So Marceau is not going to take advice from anyone because he pretty much think he knows what it takes to have a marriage, when the truth of the matter is they're really only married for the kids, period. Martell, they go on break. Martell and Lewis are talking. And, I was with Martell and Lewis. What's his name? Lewis or Louise? I don't know that man's name. I still don't know that man's name. Martell and Lewis go in the back, and they're talking, and they basically, I was with them basically. Girl, like, the way that the way that Tisha was saying it was like, I want dirt. Like, I want dirt on you. Like, that's pretty much what I got from it. It's not like you're trying to get to know me, right? And the whole transparency thing, we've already spoken about that. Like, girl, ain't none of y'all up there telling y'all business like that, period. They're just not. There may be a few people who really, like, I was watching Real Housewives of Orange County. One of the girls, I was watching Erica's review. I started watching, but I stopped watching the season. I started watching her review. I'm going to go back and watch Orange County. I'm not reviewing Orange County. I'm not. But one of the girls, Noelle, from what I understand, like, she's very transparent about what's going on within her and her marriage, right? There may be a few people out there who really are just like, but other than that, everybody's not going to be like Saran Wrap. You could just see right, like, no, everybody's not, and most people are not like that, in my honest opinion. Especially with stuff they don't want nobody to know. Anyways, girl, we done already talked about that. Martell basically talks about you only knowing him through the television screen, and, I guess once you break down the episodes, how it's only X amount of minutes. And that's true. But I think that after 3 seasons of Love and Marriage Huntsville, or any show really, you have an idea of who someone is. And if that's not the person, then I guess you're being fraudulent, because you're presenting yourself on television as someone who you're really not. I think that a lot of us know who these people are, right? Now, while you might not move that way with a stranger, do I believe that if we met Marceau or Maurice or Martell, they would be a-holes to us? Probably not, because, I just think they would be, right? But we see how you move with the people, your wives, your friends. Like, that's enough for me to know after 3 seasons how you are. So you can't keep using you only saw me on screen for 3 minutes, or 7 minutes total this episode. 7 minutes is enough for me, especially over 3 seasons. Yeah. Tiffany and Destiny, Melody started getting on my nerves. She did. She started getting on my nerves. Melody, shut up. This is the problem. Melody, I don't understand. Let's bring Ariane on the show. Okay? Right? So, Destiny had every right to feel some type of way about Tiffany. The helper hadn't even ordered a cocktail or some wings, baby. Okay? I don't even think they poured that girl a cup of water before she got the mess started at her birthday brunch. A birthday brunch that, quite frankly, I don't even think that she was personally invited to. Good. She came in there talking about people's children and side hoes. Okay? Which leads me to believe that there could have been some truth in that, right? Well, that doesn't necessarily mean, because at the end of the day, even if it was a lie, it's still like, girl, I don't know you to be coming to her saying shit like that, period. Something was going on with Destiny and LeBerry. She still ain't telling the whole truth. That's why I said Destiny might need to be a friend next season. It's okay to be a friend. Marlo Hampton was a friend, and Marlo Hampton had the best position on Real Housewives of Atlanta, if you ask me. I've been saying that shit for years, okay? But I think that for Melody not to act like she doesn't understand what the problem is. Girl, the problem is, girl, I just met your friend, and she's talking about some side girl. That's the problem, Melody. Like, I don't know why you don't get that. Melody was getting on my nerve again. Destiny had every right to be upset at Tiffany. Girl, Melody was getting on my nerve. Then Tiffany started with the, I don't know why the F you're so snappy. Girl, I thought that came out of the blue. I'm like, did they edit that the wrong way? Because it felt like that really, it felt like to me she was repeating something that somebody said, and they edited to make it seem as though it was like her saying it, if that makes sense what I'm saying. Because it just seemed like it came out of like left field. And so Destiny, but then Destiny did say, if you talk to me like that, like, we're going to have a problem, because when I come back at you, like, girl, it's going to be over and done. So you might want to watch how you handle me. That's what Destiny was trying to let Tiffany know. Melody and Destiny, they're co-workers. The end. Girl. You know, Melody said that when she wraps up with Love and Marriage Huntsville, you know, basically, that's what she leaves it at. So I came to the conclusion that what Melody is trying to tell me is that me and Destiny are just co-workers. And then, quite frankly, Melody really is Martell's friend. Melody. Destiny is really Martell's friend. I don't know. Melody says she don't have a problem with Destiny. I believe that. I don't think it's just like we have an issue. I just think that Melody looks at Destiny as a co-worker. And that's what it is. Melody is talking. Tisha starts making these faces. So Carlos brings Tisha into the conversation. Well, what she said was, since you brought me into it, now Tisha, your facial expressions brought you into it, girl. Okay, you was over there doing all this with your face, and you know. So Tisha, at the end of the day, basically says that Mel is a user. When she's doing good, she don't need you. When she's doing bad, you know, you're the first one she called. I just think that Tisha and Mel are frenemies. I think that a part of me feels like when it comes to this show, both of them want to be the it girl, even though Melody is really the it girl for Love and Marriage Huntsville. I think Tisha craves like like everybody wants to have that Nene, Kenya, Portia spot, right? And I think that's something that Tisha wants. I don't think that Tisha and Melody will ever be friends. I think that they will only deal with each other because of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And then when you factor in, that season 2, when they was going for each other marriages, I don't care what they was going for each other. Well, I think Melody probably started it first. I can't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure y'all will. They just not really friends like that. That's what it comes down to. So Tisha starts saying, you coming for me, then let's go. That's the thing with Tisha. Tisha, you were making faces. You did jump. Like, you got crunk. Like, you got a little bass in your voice. And then when the girls say it, you like, I didn't do that. I didn't mean that. Tisha, if we we already got some friction between us. And your response is, okay, well, let's go. Girl, my response is going to be, okay, bitch, then let's go. Right? Like, why does this count? Girl, if Destiny had, girl, Destiny called Kenya Moore. Because Kenya Moore brought a whole side bitch because she felt like Tanya was trying to fuck with her over a wig. Call Kenya Moore and let her know and ask her, what should you do next season to let Tiffany know not to fuck with you no more. Okay? Anyways, girl. Tisha, you're making faces. You did turn up. That's what I put. Kimmy and Tisha. You know, it was like one time that Kimmy got on my nerves this season. No, it was a couple of times Kimmy got on my nerves this season. But, I mean, girl, I get on y'all nerve too. You know what I'm saying? So everybody get on everybody's nerves. But I still love Kimmy. I don't care what nobody say. Girl, Kimmy is going to either beat the shit out of Tisha or Wanda. One of them gonna get it first. They gonna keep playing with Kimmy. Kimmy is fed up with Tisha. She is. I thought Carlos did a decent job. There's room for improvement. You know, he's the creator. So all I can say is there were some questions that he should have asked. And if you did ask them, you didn't show them. Okay? Tisha feels as though she's this great friend. Tisha, you called Kimmy a side chick. There's no if, ands, buts about it. You called your sister, your friend, a side chick on TV right at the table with your husband. They should have brought that up. Tisha, I don't know the type of friendship you have with your friends outside of the show, but this friend group, upset because they all kind of move funny. I think the only one that's really, really honest is Kimmy. Kimmy starts to get upset. You could tell Kimmy was getting pissed off. Her voice started going, she started basically almost yelling. Even Carlos was looking like this, right? Like, oh shit, Kimmy about to turn up, right? Kimmy basically says that if it wasn't for the marriages between them and the brothers, that she wouldn't fool with Tisha because she doesn't have, I don't have the energy to continuously explain to this woman this and that. One thing, I was having a conversation with my brother-in-law and my sister the other night. Baby, I was at my brother-in-law and sister's house until like, almost 8 o'clock in the morning. Yes. Girl, I was up, she was up, he was up, and Bailey was up. Girl, my other two nieces was at my mom and them house for the weekend. Girl, we was all up, okay? Anyways, child. And I was basically telling them that Kimmy is a type of person, in my opinion, where she doesn't do the back and forth. She says it one time, and that's it. Now, regardless if you got what I said that one time, I don't know what to say, because to me, Kimmy is the best communicator on reality TV, or one of the best. Like, if you don't get what Kimmy is saying at the end of the conversation, you just chose not to get it. Because Kimmy speaks slow, she speaks precise, she gets to the point, and then that's the end of it. So if you choose not to understand or you don't understand, you're probably a little bit slow. Anyways, so they go on break. The girls are still arguing, fussing and fighting. Melody tries to tell Tisha that she never attacked, like, basically, I never talked about you. But Melody, you did talk about their marriage. I mean, girl, you talked about Tisha's marriage. That's what it was. That's what it is. And a lot of people believe that even if you're not personally talking about me, you're talking about my marriage, so you're talking about me. You know what I'm saying? Van and Wanda come out. I'm just asking a question. Come on, Wanda. Van basically says that the kids always say, my dad did this, my dad did that. Martell starts to blame Melody. This is what, let me say this. I do believe that Melody and Martell, they put those kids in the middle of their mess. We can't forget that time that one of the babies said that they had went to the hotel. Like, girl, why you got your daughter with you so you can go snoop and see if Martell at the hotel with the side bitch? You see what I'm saying? So, like, Melody ain't innocent either, but girl, we're not going to put all the blame on Melody. Those kids are not stupid. The kids let us know at the bonfire last year. Remember season 2 when the little boy said something about his mommy crying and kids may not be like the smartest, but they're not dumb. They know what's going on, y'all. Like, Melody, the mamas and daddies ain't got to tell their kids what's going on. They know what's going on. They know. And then when you factor in season 3, the picnic or whatever they had when they went out, you know, and the kids were expressing their feelings, like, these kids know what's going on. So for Martell to continue to put it on Melody, I think it's bullshit. She tells a story about Mariah yelling out of the window. He was with the girl and the baby. She said she still didn't tell Mariah who the lady was or who the baby was. Martell didn't really have anything to say about if Melody was lying or not. I don't know, girl. Van is grown, Van is single. If Van was smashing one of the brothers, that ain't got nothing to do with us. That's what it comes down to. Wanda and Kimmy, let me say this. I'm gonna try to say this as respectfully as possible. And we've had these conversations before. I don't think anyone wants someone disrespecting their mother. I think that a lot of us would feel some type of way if you saw your mother being disrespected, even by someone in your friend group. But I think that it's also on us to set the expectation about, if you come around my friend group, and even if you see something that you don't agree with, don't fucking say nothing, mama or daddy, right? I think that Wanda has gotten on television, and I think that Wanda likes the fame. She likes the little celebrity that she has, and I think that Wanda is good for TV. But I think that what Wanda and her family and Tisha need to realize is that everybody don't have to deal with Wanda's fuck shit, right? I think that a lot of black people were raised kind of like the same way as it pertains to not disrespecting older people. You know, if they're older, they can say what they want to say. Baby, it is a new day. And the 30-year-olds and the 40-year-olds are cussing out the 50s and 60-year-olds. Okay? I think that a lot of people have given Wanda a pass because she is your mother, Tisha. But as you can see, I don't think there's one person in that group that has not almost had to go there with Wanda. From, I think, Destiny, I believe. I can't remember. I think Destiny. I know Melody, Martell, definitely Kimmy, Marceau. I don't know about Maurice. But for the most part, most of the people on that cast have had to walk away, right? Before they said something to your mama. I think Kimmy is the one who is fed up. I think that if you don't get your mama under control, if Destiny, Melody, Martell, or anybody cuss your mama the fuck out, she deserves it. 10 times out of 10, when some shit get popping, it's because of Wanda. There's only so much of this that people are allowing to happen, right? I think that people are giving this so much allowance for people to be disrespectful, especially coming from someone older, right? And I remember even Aviva saying in one of her videos, and I don't want to even, I'm gonna say this, but this is just coming. I don't want to box people in and say just because you're a certain age, you got to act a certain way. But Wanda don't give you 60-year-old cousin. I mean, Wanda gives you the messy, she gives you the messy 60-year-old cousin, right? Like, Wanda ain't giving you all the 60-year-old woman who done lived and, you know, she just, let me just stay out. Wanda want to get in the middle of the shit and get the shit popping. You know? I'm done with that. Like, Tisha, like, you gonna have to get your mama under control because Kimmy don't have to put up with that disrespect. And just because Wanda is your mama, baby, girl, let me say something. Wanda is your mama. Wanda ain't my mama, right? If that was Melody, that's what I would tell her. Baby, Wanda is your mama. Wanda ain't my motherfucking mama. As far as I'm concerned, Wanda is just another woman off the streets. And if you feel some type of way about people disrespecting your mama, I think the best thing for you is to stop bringing your mama around. Because everybody in this group is a mama. Everybody in this group is a daddy. Everybody in this group is grown. And even if they wasn't grown, that still don't mean you got the right to just go around disrespecting people. I'm done talking about Wanda and Tisha. Tisha, your mama either gonna get your ass whooped or either Wanda gonna get her ass whooped. Because I feel like some shit about to pop off next season. Let Wanda come talking to Kimmy crazy again and see how Kimmy cuss Wanda the fuck out. And y'all really gonna be mad. Now, Kimmy gives me like she has enough self-control to keep her hands to herself, but she don't give me that she gonna continue to give Wanda a pass. Wanda gonna cuss Kimmy Kimmy gonna cuss Wanda the fuck out, and Tisha, you gonna be crying. And then your cousins, and, you know, Tisha don't give me real, you know, country ghetto tease where, girl, Wanda is the shit starter of the whole goddamn family, and y'all know she dead ass wrong, but instead of y'all telling Wanda she wrong, you want to get your cousins and nieces and nephews and all that shit. Anyways, girl, Martell likes being the villain. I figure that he said he made a comment, I think the first part of the reunion, or either the second part of the reunion, the second part 2. He made a comment that made me feel like he likes being the villain. Melody said she got Melody said she got an Obama phone. Did Melody Holt say she had a track phone, those Obama burner phones? That's the only way that Melody said you're going to get in contact with me or these kids. You don't have, so Martell don't have Melody's personal telephone number. The only way he can get in contact with her is through that prepaid phone. Melody can't stand the ground that Martell walks on. I don't blame her, girl. Season 4. It's green. It's green lit for season 4, so they'll be back. Carlos did all right. He started out strong. I thought like towards the end, he didn't ask some of the necessary questions I felt that should have been asked or things that should have been brought up. You know, I'll give him, everybody has room for improvement, okay? Everybody. So I'm not going to give him 100, but I'll give him an 89. I'll give him a 90. I'll still give him an A. I'll give him a 90, but you got room for improvement next season, sister. All right, that's it. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.